Welcome to this video on international law. Today, we're going to explore what international law is, how it works, and why it's important. We'll also discuss some examples of rights guaranteed by international law, job opportunities in this field, and the skills you'll need to succeed if you're considering a career in international law. Let's begin with the basics. What is international law? In simple terms, international law is a set of rules and principles that govern the relationships between countries and other international entities, such as international organizations like the United Nations or the World Trade Organization. These rules are designed to promote peace, justice, and cooperation on a global scale, addressing issues like human rights, trade, environmental protection, war, and diplomacy. Now, how does international law actually work? Unlike national laws, which are enforced by governments through courts and law enforcement agencies, international law operates on a different level. There isn't a single global government or police force to enforce international law. Instead, countries voluntarily agree to abide by treaties, conventions, and agreements that they sign. These treaties are legally binding, and countries are expected to honor their commitments. When disputes arise, they can be resolved through international courts, such as the International Court of Justice or arbitration panels. In many cases, compliance is achieved through diplomacy, economic pressure, or sanctions, rather than the use of force. So, why is international law important? One of its key roles is to prevent conflicts and promote peace between nations. International law provides a framework for resolving disputes without resorting to war or violence. It also protects human rights, ensures fair trade practices, and fosters cooperation on global challenges like climate change, terrorism, and pandemics. Without international law, the global community would have no mechanism to address these issues in a fair and organized way. Now, let's look at some specific examples of rights guaranteed by international law. One major area is human rights, which are protected by various international treaties and conventions, such as the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. These documents guarantee fundamental rights like the right to life, freedom of speech, freedom from torture, and the right to a fair trial. Another example is the protection of refugees under the 1951 Refugee Convention, which ensures that people fleeing persecution have the right to seek asylum in other countries. International law also plays a crucial role in regulating armed conflict through agreements like the Geneva Conventions. These conventions set out rules for the humane treatment of prisoners of war, the protection of civilians during armed conflicts, and the prohibition of certain weapons. Now, if you're considering a career in international law, there are many exciting job opportunities in this field. Let's go over a few of them, along with their national average salaries. One option is to become a diplomat, representing your country in negotiations and discussions with other nations. Diplomats play a key role in shaping foreign policy and ensuring international cooperation. The average salary for a diplomat varies, but in the United States, it ranges from $90,000 to $120,000 per year. Another career path is working as an international lawyer. International lawyers specialize in handling legal issues that cross national borders, such as trade disputes, human rights cases, and treaty negotiations. They may work for governments, international organizations, or private law firms. The average salary for an international lawyer in the U.S. is around $120,000 per year. A human rights advocate is another important role in the field of international law. These professionals work for non-governmental organizations or international bodies like the United Nations, focusing on protecting human rights around the world. Human rights advocates earn, on average, around $55,000 to $70,000 per year. International trade specialists focus on the economic aspects of international law, helping businesses and governments navigate international trade regulations and agreements. This role involves understanding complex trade laws, tariffs, and sanctions. The average salary for international trade specialists is around $70,000 to $90,000 per year. If you're interested in research and academia, becoming an international law professor could be a rewarding career. These experts teach at universities and conduct research on various aspects of international law. The average salary for a professor of international law in the US ranges from $80,000 to $120,000 per year. Now that we've covered some career options, what skills do you need to succeed in international law? First and foremost, strong communication skills are essential. You'll need to be able to articulate complex legal concepts clearly and persuasively, whether you're negotiating a treaty, presenting a case in court, or advising a client. Analytical and critical thinking skills are also crucial. International law often involves interpreting complex treaties, laws, and regulations. You'll need to be able to think strategically and understand how these laws apply in different situations. Another important skill is cultural awareness. Because international law involves working with people from diverse backgrounds, being sensitive to different cultures, traditions, and perspectives is key to building strong international relationships. Research skills are also vital. Whether you're working on a legal case, drafting policy, or conducting academic research, you'll need to be able to gather, analyze, and present information effectively. Finally, foreign language skills can be a huge asset in international law. Being able to communicate in languages other than your own can open doors to opportunities in diplomacy, international organizations, and cross-border legal work. In addition to these skills, having a solid understanding of international relations, political science, and economics can also be helpful, as these fields often intersect with international law. So to recap, international law is a system of rules and principles that govern relationships between nations and international entities. It works through treaties and agreements, often enforced by diplomacy or international courts. International law plays a vital role in promoting peace, protecting human rights, and addressing global challenges. There are a wide range of career opportunities in this field, from diplomats and international lawyers to human rights advocates and professors, with salaries varying depending on the role. The skills required for success in international law include communication, critical thinking, cultural awareness, research, and sometimes foreign languages. Thanks for watching this overview of international law. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe for more content on legal topics. See you next time.